guys, today we're going to do a tutorial about isometric shapes. The first thing you need to know about an isometric shape is that it's a three-dimensional view of a two-dimensional object. So what I've drawn for you here is a sample of an isometric shape. This is normally a square if you just look at this side, but I drew it to where it looks like a three-dimensional object, like a cube. So I'm going to show you how to draw this and a few other shapes. Okay, so we're going to start off with a line going straight down right here, and it goes across and there and there. Okay, so now that we have our square, what we're going to do is we're going to make this a three-dimensional shape, because what it is right now is just a two-dimensional shape. So to draw this, we need to draw this line. To draw that line, we're going to start here and go to this dot. So we're going to start here and go to that dot. Now we're going to do the same on these corners as well. So from this corner to that dot, this corner to that dot. Then we're going to go from this corner to that dot, this corner to there. Okay, so now that we have these three sides and lines that make it a three-dimensional object, we're going to draw the back lines that would make it the square on the other side, on the back side of this shape. So here, since we have this and it goes from here to here, we gotta draw this line from this point to that point. So we have it to go there, straight down, and there, like that. Now we're gonna do the same for this part on this side, and then we're gonna go from here to there. So there, we just drew a three-dimensional cube. Now, that's not the only shape that we can do. There's actually a lot more. This is just the easiest to draw. What we're going to do next is a triangular prism. That's just a triangle that looks like this. So we're going to draw that. So right here, we're going to go triangle. I'm going to do a equilateral triangle, because it's just a little simpler to start off with. Okay, so we have our triangle. Then we're going to draw this line to, say, that coordinate right there. This line will go from here to there. So we'll draw it from here to there, like that. And we'll do the same thing. So it goes from here to there, from here to there, right there, like that. Then now we have this side to draw. And on a triangle, since there's only three sides, we only need to draw three sides here and then one right here, because you can't see anything else. So we're going to draw this line and connect this one to there, like that. Now you have a triangular prism. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to show you the side view of this, because it's kind of interesting. If you were to turn this shape in this direction, so it goes from here to there, it's just a rectangle. And the reason for that is that right here, okay, so there's our rectangle. We have, so the reason that this would be just a rectangle is that, so it's kind of relatable between these two pictures. You can't see this backside here, that backside, or that backside of this triangle. You can only see the front two sides. And with this one, you can only see one side, and you can't see this triangle, you can't see that triangle, and you can't see the back triangle. And that's the same for the cube, but it's the same on all of the sides. So now what we're going to do is we're going to draw another shape. We're going to do a trapezoid. So here we go. We got this line, and we got, let's go right here to there, and we'll draw this one like that, and then across like that. And then what we're going to do is, so this is the two-dimensional shape. Now we're going to draw the three-dimensional shape. So from this point to that point, right there. This point to that point, right there. Now, if you notice, these two lines are parallel, but that's normal for any shape. Like this one, these are parallel, these are parallel. And then what we're going to have to do for this one is draw this side parallel to these two sides. And then we're going to have to draw this side right here parallel to these two sides. So it'll be this side going here, that side going there, and this one going there. And we're going to have to draw that from this point to that point, like that. Now, these are all parallel, and then we got to draw one that's parallel to this side. So we're going to draw that one from here to there, like that. Now, we originally started as a two-dimensional shape, became a three-dimensional shape. So, and what I was talking about earlier with the triangular prism is the same for this. And what I was talking about earlier is that if you look at it from the side, it's a rectangle. If you look at this one from the side, it's also a rectangle. Which is kind of interesting because it's the same for the cube as well. Now, what we're going to do, so 3D net, that as well. Get a new sheet of paper. Okay, so now what we're going to do is 3D net. If you want to draw a 3D net correctly, here, I'll draw this on the back for you really quick. Right there. So a 3D net is basically, if you were to have a 3D object like, for example, the cube. If you have the cube here, but you want to construct it, you would have to draw or cut out of a sheet of paper an object that looks like this. But keep in mind that this object is flat because all of these are going to fold up, and that'll make, I'll explain that once I get this drawn. So we have this here, like that, there, this line goes there, and we're going to have here, like that, draw this one here like that, bring this one out. Last box. Okay, so now that we have this, and we want to make this into a cube, this cube right here, we want to draw this on this piece of paper as if we were folding it. So we're going to have this piece, well, actually no, let's start from this side. We'll have this piece come straight up because there's only one of them. And this will be the base. That'll be the base. And these will be the sides. Same with that one and that one. And also this one over here. But this one will be on top. So this will be the second base. But this one will be the side. Like that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to have these come up. And so we'll have this view right here. Like that. right there. So we have this one. Then this is the base. Remember, we're just moving it down like this from here to there. So then we got this side that'll come up and then fold like this. It'll fold like that. So I'll just draw this to where you can actually see this side. So we'll have it come right here. Now I want you to pretend that that is straight up, and this side will also come straight up, and this side will also come straight up. But this one right here, this thing, the two boxes here, these are the weird ones, because this side will do the same as these other three, but then it also has this second base attached to it. So this side will fold up, so it'll fold up right there, but then we have this extra one. But we don't want a box, we want a cube. The difference between a box and a cube is that a box is something you carry things in and the top is open. A cube is one that's completely covered on all sides. This is the part that covers the top. So then what we're gonna do is we're gonna have this part over here connect and just fold up another time. So this one right here will go like that. This one will come right here off of this and then fold right here like that. So it'll be it'll be completing the cube. So I'll draw this on here like that, and right there. So now if you were to look at this and like twist it around in your hand, you would see an isometric shape. And that's how these relate, is by isometric shapes. Like that. So we go from this to this, and I'll show you a little clip that will explain how these go, and it'll just show you the process of folding these up. Okay, I'll show you the clip now. Okay guys, so here is the cube that I said we're going to be working with. Let me zoom it in a little bit, right there. Okay, so we have the cube, right? That's the cube. Let's make it transparent so it's easier. There we go. So that's the cube, and I'll go to the net view. So it's like that, and then it unfolds everything. Now you can see this square here is going to be the second base. So this one is the first base, and then this one's the second. And all of these are sides. So again, this is the second base, this is the first base. So I'll go to the solid, and watch as this one folds up to the top. There, see, now it's folded. Alright guys, so I just showed you that clip about the 3D nets. We go from this to that. And then I did a tutorial about the isometric shapes and how to draw them. But, okay, so this is kind of the weird part. You gotta print a paper, or, I mean, you could draw it if you want to, but that's a lot of dots. I printed these, so what I would do is just have these dots kind of like offset a little bit. So like you gotta find a piece of paper if you want to do some practicing or something like that. You have to get a paper with dots going across like this, but you can see right here that the dots on the sides right here are kind of not in a straight line. They're kind of like zigzagging, you know. See that? They're zigzagging a little bit. So you got to make sure that those are zigzagging, because if they're just in a straight line, then you're not going to have a lot of success trying to draw isometric shapes. So thanks for watching. Hope that helped, and see you in my next tutorial next year.